Hello and welcome to Sitting Down with Schneider. Today is April the 19th, and we're going to be chatting today with Liberty High School senior Isaiah Mateas. Let's bring Isaiah in here. There he is. Isaiah, how are you?
Hey, yo. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. I can
Good,
hear you. I can see you. We're locked in.
good.
Hey, Isaiah, before we move on and chat, are you okay with me uploading this onto my YouTube channel after we're
Oh,
done? I'm going to record
definitely.
it.
Yeah, I've been watching them. They're pretty awesome.
Thank you. It's been fun. It's been fun to sit down with
Good.
you guys. You're an amazing group of kids, and I'm really glad that you agreed to sit down and chat today. I think it'll be really fun.
Yeah, definitely.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. What kinds of things you into, activities, stuff like that. Who is Isaiah Mateas? So I know you're involved in a lot of stuff. So if you don't hit everything, I get it.
Right.
But just what are some things that you are involved in?
Yeah. So I do a lot of theater. The president of the theater of Playmakers right now. I'm on the Ghostlight Theater Ensemble. I'm a student representative, so I do represent a lot of students and getting them tied into theater. I'm also a Pathwater ambassador, so I do a lot of environmental protection for single-use plastics and cleaning up our oceans. And so, I just basically do a lot of theater. I do a lot of singing, no sports, but that's pretty much what I do. Yeah.
I think if you tried to mix in a sport, you'd go absolutely insane because I think you just hit the tip of the iceberg and stuff that you're involved in.
Right.
You
I
know,
did. Yeah.
it seems like just the initiatives and the things that you put out weekly. It's amazing. I mean, do you sleep? Do you get a good night's sleep
I
or do
do
you?
sleep. Yeah. I try to sleep, and I wake up early. I wake up early and I get a lot done in the morning, and chill in the afternoon. Yeah.
I mean, I've already learned something from you. I got to get up a little earlier. I sleep in too much, man. I don't give myself enough time in the day. I don't think. So how you holding up during this whole?
Right.
How you holding up during all this this shelter in place?
Good. I mean, there's not much to do in our profession of doing theater and stuff, so you just have to, read plays or watch movies and analyze things or whatever it might be. Um, I've taken up baking. I do a lot of baking now. I made French bread last night, making baguettes today. I made cinnamon rolls this morning. So the hunt for yeast was this morning, but yeah, baking and getting ready for college and getting things finished for the end of the year for Playmakers is pretty much all I've been doing.
Are you trying to figure out some ways for playmakers? I know that there's obviously a lot of events and things that happen, the different ceremonial things. Are you coming up with ways to get that done virtually?
Oh yeah. So right now the admin has put a block on all of the clubs. We can't do anything until they approve it. So we have to get ceremony approved, but we're trying to find different platforms like Zoom, like um, Facebook Live, like in YouTube Live, to find out how we're going to do the ceremony. But the hardest thing is to do the election processes that we have for the William Shakespeare Award for the next year's council, and all of that is more than getting the ceremony together. In terms of the ceremony, we have to figure out how we're going to distribute the awards, how we're going to collect the points. I mean, it's all coming up fast because May is usually the month that everything is crazy at Liberty.
Yeah, and I imagine, like you mentioned, the administrative piece. It's like I'm sure they're not trying to. I don't know, maybe they are, but I'm just assuming they're not trying to necessarily get in the way, but you just got to have parameters set to make sure that things don't get out of control and everything. I'm sure that it's just a matter of patience, right? Of just kind of, here's my idea, waiting for it to be looked at, and then you can run with it. So I'm
Right,
hoping you get to
right.
do what you want to do.
Yeah, and it's the thing is we're the admin's trying to find a way for all of us to to do the award ceremonies and do these things because it's not just us, it's band, choir, GSA, FFA, all of us, all the sports, all of the it's kind of we want to do it online. Now it's trying to get the budgeting to it. It's a big process, you know.
How to get it all coordinated. Yeah, just kind of trying
Exactly.
to
Yeah.
juggle because it's unprecedented, not only right for you trying to figure
Right.
out how to do that for playmakers, but admin too. It's unprecedented how to distribute and juggle all that. I mean, just
Exactly.
a
Yeah.
crazy world. And at this, and all during all of this, are you involved in any early like orientations or anything for school for college?
For college, yeah. So I've been doing the PAW, they call it. It's the GSA type in orientations for the and then also the Latinx orientation was yesterday. These all day events that usually take place on campus are all online. So which is good because I would never be able to go to Southern California for all these events for me. But yeah, so I've been getting involved in that and then I've been applying for scholarships. I try to apply for 3 scholarships a day. So it's tough, but I mean, you know, we do what we can do to plan as much.
Well, and if you're gonna be locked in place, like there's definitely I don't hear you anytime saying I'm bored. You're
Right.
not
No,
gonna.
no, no. No.
So, in case those viewing didn't know, you heading to UCLA. I mean, you must be super proud of yourself, and you know that we all are extremely proud. And so, I just wanted to. We mentioned college, but I wanted to be more specific on that. That you are heading down to UCLA and their theater program. Um, it just goes to show what an amazing amount of dedication and hard work will lead to. So, huge congratulations on
Oh,
that.
thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you just mentioned Southern California. I want to make sure that anyone watching that doesn't know you
Right.
knows you're going to go down there and you're gonna make your mark, man. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah. Hope
Um,
so.
yeah, right. Let's hope so. Something you said when you were talking about the orientations, though, the fact that you might not have been able to go down to Los Angeles to do those things because of all the things that you're trying to take care of, as president of Pops, and um, you guys were going to do Stand and Deliver, and so
Right.
it's those moments where again, we cross our fingers and hope this lifts as soon as possible. But those silver linings, right? In the midst of all
Right.
this, them not being able to do a live orientation, see for every that yin and yang, right? It benefited you. You were able to
Exactly.
still, yeah. Did you make some
Yeah.
connections on those orientations? Have you already met some people online that you're looking forward to getting to know a little bit better when you get down there?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I met the dean of the the TFT department there. It was all of the TFT kids, the theater, film, and television kids, were all in this one big Zoom, and the whole department was on there, and they were telling us how it's going to be, and it was nice. And so now I know all of the people who are doing my major. That's it's different from the conventional majors, and learning going to work, and hoping and crossing our heart that we're able to go on campus for fall.
Yeah, that's fingers crossed for everybody, right? Not only for you good to be able to go down to college, just but for everyone's sake, right? Get a little separation after
Exactly.
being all tucked together for so long.
Right. Telling my mom, I said, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be locked in my room at UCLA on my computer. It's not going to happen.
You guys all hanging out okay? I mean, you guys all have a pretty good sense of humor. You able to hang and not drive each other too crazy at home?
Well, yeah, yeah. Well, my mom is a stay-at-home mom, but so when the girls are at school, she usually does all of the stuff, getting things ready, helping out my grandma and all that. But now it's just they're full on here, and she has to. And I teach I teach Haley her second grade stuff, and Lynn does Haley's occupational therapy stuff. Which is really tough. All this stuff is really tough, but we're hanging in there. We find new ways. I mean, we try to cook more. We try to find movies that are like that we all like. It really does show how much you aren't with your family until you're actually with them.
And what everyone's involved in, right? You just step
Exactly.
into
Yeah.
their world a little bit. You mentioned the baking. I've been to the store 2 or 3 times. I can't find flour anywhere.
Right.
It's crazy. Have you been able to find? I mean, you said you baked bread, so whatever you did to procure some flour, you must have had some inside scoop or something.
Well, yeah, my grandpa, he has some friends, so they have the industrial size packs of flour.
There
So
you
he
go.
bought one of those, and we split it. So we have probably about 4 Ziploc bags of flour in our pantry right
All right.
now.
Well, thank you for making the most of it and using it to bake and
Right,
not just,
right.
not just hanging on to it. So,
Exactly.
when this whole thing is all said and done, what are the first couple things that you're going to want to do? You know, the shelter in place gets lifted, and you can go do like anything you want to do. What are the first couple things you're gonna make a priority?
I think trying to get everyone together and go back into the theater for one last time and try to do something, because we had a couple things planned and now it's all gone. And I think that would be the kind of goodbye for all of it, because we're not going to go back to school. We're not going to go back in that group. So that would be one thing I want to do. And then, get some friends and go to Santa Cruz or go somewhere on the beach, because senior weekend's gone, all that. So, I mean, getting, finishing off what I loved and finishing off what we had started as seniors, and then also trying to celebrate each other and just have some more fun and find the silver lining out of it.
Yeah, I'd imagine that with everything you've put in and the hours you've put in there and the friendships you've made and the depth of those friendships, some closure is absolutely going to be needed, and it's going to happen. I mean, it might be halfway through your first year at UCLA, everyone's back home, and Roman. I know Roman will let you guys in there, and yeah, I think that's important for all you guys. You're such an amazing group, and with you as their leader, I'm sure you're not going to let that slip away. You will
No,
find a way to make
yeah,
that closure happen.
exactly. And I was thinking about it. Hey, I'm like, wow, all our costumes are still there. All of the cues are still in the light board. All of the sets are still up. All of my stuff in my locker is still there. It's like, wow, it really finished before we thought. So we have to find a way to close it all.
Yeah, on. Well, hey Isaiah, I really appreciate you sitting down today with me. It's good to see you.
Good to
You
see you.
see
Yeah.
posts here and there and everything, but yeah, just again, um, I think you got such a hugely bright future. It's going to be just such a pleasure to see what you do as you move on through UCLA and beyond. And just want to ask any last anything you want to say here before we stop recording.
Well, I just want to say thank you. I mean, I didn't go to Edna Hill, but I felt like I did, being around everyone, being around you, doing all your stuff. So I thank you for everything and throughout these years. And I mean, we'll say goodbye one day. I'll give you a hug. Well, it might not be soon, but just thank you for everything, and thank you for making me feel like I was a part of it, even though I wasn't.
Oh, you know what? You guys formed such a bond when you all got there. It's like you would never know who went to which, at least as far as I would see. You know what I mean? You guys all
Right.
just blended so beautifully together. And I don't know, you may not even know this, but I was at the when you in eighth grade, remember for Knightson, you won that Seroptimist Award,
Oh yeah, yeah.
right? And I was there as because I was there for somebody that I had nominated. It was a dinner for the Seroptimist, and I remember just hearing all of those things about like what you brought to the table and nights and all those wonderful things that they were saying. And I'm like, dang, what an amazing kid. And to be perfectly honest, I don't even think they did you justice. It was like you just keep going, man. And that kind of drive and that kind of passion, it's gonna be good to see. So yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know.
it'll be
I was
fun.
there that day, and I
Thank
was like,
you.
"Who's this Isaiah kid?" So
Yeah, it was me. And I look back, it was me, Emily Eaton, Morgan Rajala. I was like, wow, people I didn't even know. Now
there
they're
you
my friends.
go. There
Right.
you go. Yeah, it was Emily. It was Emily Eaton, huh?
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was Emily Eaton. Very cool. Very cool.
yeah.
All right. Hey, Isaiah, you have yourself a great rest of your Sunday. All right.
You too. Take care.
All right,
Bye
man.
bye.
Thanks for sitting down with me.
Thank you.